All right, guys. So we've all heard the debate about heavy arrows penetrate more, they fly better, they retain energy more down range. So I thought I'd have some fun. I've got some ballistic gel down there. They're about 20 yards, and we're gonna shoot 4 or 5 different arrows here. Let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different arrows, all ranging from 391 grains all the way up to 550 grains out of this 65-pound Hoyt twin turbo. And we're really going to put this to the test, see which arrow penetrates the best. Now, every one of these arrows has some broadhead I bought off Amazon. They're cheap. They're not going to give the best penetration out of any of them. So, but they all had the same broadhead, so it's even across the board. So let's put this to the test and let's see what really happens when all things are constant. So let's see. All right, so let's start right here with the first one. Boy, them are cheap. I would not be surprised if those don't deploy whenever I shoot the bow. So, first up, 391 grains, Easton Axis long range, 350 spine, tack vanes, and a cheap Amazon knockoff of a Rage broadhead. So, let's see what happens here. Well, that was a total pass-through. Oh, all right. Next, let's go with a 402 grain Easton Axis long range with the same broadhead. These are AAE hybrid 26s. So this is actually a factory arrow. This is how my Eastern long ranges come whenever I buy them from the shop. That was a pass through. All right. This is a 450 grain Element Storm. This has 210 grains of point weight. This is a high FOC build. Sounded like a pass-through too. All right. Basically the same arrow. This is another Element Storm. This is 425 grains. This is a 4-fletch. It's the same old Amazon broadhead. Huh. Looks like I split my ballistic gel. All right. Here's the big dog. Now, this thing's got some boogered up fletchings. That's okay. It'll still go at 20 yards. This is 550 grains. This is an Element Fire and Ice. See what it does. All right, guys, let's go look. All right, so here's our damage. So that's everything. Every one of them went through the ballistic gel. Looks like the 390 grain arrow went all the way through the gel, and out of all of them, as far as the lighter weights, it got the best penetration. The 402 stopped short, the 450 stopped short, the 425 stopped short, and all the way back here, it's that 550 grain 5mm fire and ice. This thing got some crazy penetration. Looks like the rumors are true. The heavier the arrow, the more penetration. Now, let's test drop. Alright guys, so just to wrap things up, every one of those arrows had adequate penetration for a whitetail. The 550 grain absolutely did what everybody says it does. It just blew through the bag target I had as a backstop. It blew through the ballistic gel. Like, it just did a number on everything. So if I was hunting inside of 20-30 yards, that would probably be my pick, just because of the massive amount of penetration that I got from that arrow. Now, hunting long range, honestly, it looks like, other than the other arrows, out of, you know, you take the 550 out and you just pitch it out, that's too heavy. The drop on that is wild. So anything outside of 30 yards, I can't take an ethical shot because of the amount of drop and the speed of the arrow. So let's talk out of the other four. So I shot a 391, a 402, a 391, a 402, a 425, and a 450. So honestly, the 391 penetrated better than the rest of the arrows. So, and that was the first one we shot. That went through fresh ballistics gel. That went through and lodged probably 3 or 4 inches into a bag target with a broadhead. So we're talking, I don't know, probably 12, 14 inches of penetration. I mean, it totally went through fletchings and all through the ballistic gel. So that's a complete pass-through, as long as it don't hit bone or, you know, hit a shoulder or anything like that. Now, if I was planning on making a bad shot and trying to give myself some leeway, 550 grains. That's just my takeaway from this test. Obviously, the 550 grain arrow did exactly what everybody says it would do. But there you go, guys. That's the tale of the tape. There's actual ballistic data on arrows that are all the same, with different weights, different FOCs, and the heavier arrow penetrated more at a slower speed. But at that slower speed, you're giving up kind of what I call vertical forgiveness. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.